I just smoked a doe. Good morning, gang. Welcome back to Adventures with AK. So today is the first ever hunting show, first ever hunting video on the channel. So it is deer season. It's October 4th. Season opened 3 days ago on October 1st, and it was like 90 degrees on that Tuesday. It is currently Friday, so the weather's changed drastically here in Illinois. Like I said, high on Tuesday was 90 degrees. That was opening day. Right now it is 4:30 in the morning, and the temperature outside is a brisk 45. Whew. Feels great. I'm super excited to get out there, and I think the deer are going to be moving. We saw a lot last night just driving around, and I think they're going to be moving. This cool weather's got them up and moving. I'm thinking an early shot might be the deal today. But I am going to start getting dressed, and we're going to get right out there. So I'll talk to you guys right before we get in the stand. So we just pulled up to the spot, and I'm sure you saw when I pulled into this little drive, it is just surrounded by corn. Crops are like 2, maybe 3 weeks late this year, just because we had so much flooding in the spring, so now they're kind of late getting them out. So I will be hunting over some standing corn today. I'll make sure I get a good shot of that and show you guys what I'm overlooking. So basically what's happening today is we have a creek running right alongside my stand, and then next to the creek's about 15 to 20 yards of timber, and then there'll be my tree stand, and then that's right on the field. So we should have some action along the creek, in the timber, and obviously in the cornfield. Now, it does worry me with the standing corn being up. This is a very big field that it's just full of corn. None of it's been picked yet. It's still pretty green. I'm hoping they come out of the corn. It's been pretty bright out all night, so I'm thinking that they were out moving around most of the night, and maybe they'll be heading back into the timber this morning. I don't know, just a hopeful thought, but who knows? I would really like to see some deer moving. It's cool out. It's 45. Man, when that first cold morning of the year hits you, it feels good. So that was nice to step outside this morning and feel that nice cool air. But we're gonna get after it. Got a good, I don't know, 3/4 mile trek to the stand, and then we'll climb up and hope we put a deer down for you guys. So stay tuned for that. Now, I will say, I have never ever filmed a deer hunt before, so I'm gonna kind of try to learn the logistics of how I'm gonna record it. It will be with my GoPro. I'm gonna wear it on my head. It's probably not the best shot, but that's all I really have. I don't have a mount in my stand where I can follow a deer with a camera. Maybe looking forward, if I do start deer hunting more, could be a good option to look into one. But usually once duck season rolls in, I put the bow down, I'm picking the gun up, and I'm shooting birds. So usually I deer hunt up until duck season, so I have like a good 3-week deer season, and then it's duck season for the rest of the year. But anyways, you know, keep that in mind when I'm filming today. It might not be the best quality video, but I'm gonna do the best I can to show you guys what I'm seeing and give you guys any tips I can while out there in the stand. So thank you for watching. as you can imagine, that was a bit of a frustrating hunt. I got winded 2 times by 2 different deer. I don't know, the stand is set up really good, and the wind is what we would expect. You know, a northwest wind, that's usually what you get in the fall. So most of those stands that we have here are set up for that kind of wind. Now, we were expecting the shots to be out in the field, the way I was facing. I don't know if you can tell, but the way the deer came was behind the stand, which is fine, we have shots there, but typically the wind's blowing that direction, and of course today it was, and they caught me twice. The one was a good buck, and I'm sure you can see really well where he notices my smell. He picks his nose up and he's looking right at me. He didn't get spooked, but he could smell me. The other one was a doe. I'm not sure how well I caught her on the GoPro. They were like 3 yards behind me. I mean, I could have jumped on her and rode her, but they caught wind of me right when they got downwind and just took off right back the way they came. So none of them really got scared out of there. They just caught wind of me, didn't know what it was, and they got out of there, which is better than them seeing me and running for miles. So I'm gonna come back tonight. I called it quits pretty early. It's like 9 o'clock right now. So I figured, you know what, I've scared enough deer. We're gonna come back tonight and hopefully that they're calmed down. They're gonna start using that area again. Who knows? I saw, I think 6 deer total today. One very big buck, but he was far in the timber. I could just barely see him, but I'm assuming it was a big buck. It was giant. The body was just huge. So hoping to get a shot on him tonight, but right now I'm just kind of in the market to put some meat in the freezer. I don't really care what it is. That's why you saw me draw down that little buck. Normally I wouldn't shoot a little buck, but right now, like I said, I'm just kind of meat hunting right now. So if it's brown, it's down. But I'll be back this afternoon, so I'll talk to you guys then. What's up, guys? So it's like 2:30, 2:45 in the afternoon. We just got back out here in the stand. I've got a good like a little over 4 hours sit ahead of me tonight. Legal shooting hours ends at 7 o'clock, so we got plenty of time to get in here. Got in here a little earlier than what I usually do, hoping that I don't spook any more deer than I did this morning. So I saw a lot of tracks, a lot more tracks than I saw when I came in. So deer have been moving throughout the day, which is good news. I mean, the weather's been so much cooler and the pressure has probably fluctuated that they're all out of whack right now. So there's no better time than right now to be sitting in the stand, I think. I think we're gonna see quite a few deer tonight, but then again, I could be wrong. I didn't know this morning after, usually this timber's really good up until about 8 o'clock, but I didn't even see a deer until 7:45. So no idea what's gonna go on, but I'm gonna quit yakking. I'm sure you guys are getting bored of hearing me talk. Hopefully the next thing you guys see is me taking down a deer. Stay tuned. Yes. Okay. Yes. Okay. I just smoked a doe. Had about maybe a 15-20 yard shot. Heart's pounding. I was facing behind me for a solid 5 minutes, just I was actually shooting some footage, just filler footage, and I turn around, and the same path I took in right along this cornfield and tree line, it's a doe and her yearling, and the yearling walked right next to me, right down here, and that doe froze, could see me through these trees, and she started to take off running back, and just stopped right, perfect shot for me. I just double lunged her, man. I saw her take off, blood everywhere, clean pass through. It was kind of stuck in her, but I think I saw the arrow spit, so I'm gonna give her I'm gonna give her like 10-15 minutes maybe, and then we're gonna get tracking her. But man, what an awesome hunt. I've only been in the stand for like an hour, maybe an hour. Wow, exhilarating. My heart is in my throat right now. Incredible. I'm gonna climb down here soon. We'll get tracking. We'll get you footage of this deer. Stay tuned for this, guys. So here's blood. Here, there's a little bit over here, and my tree is right up there. It's no more than about a 15-yard shot, so chip shot. But we're gonna get tracking this deer. I'm gonna switch to the GoPro so you guys can see what I'm seeing, and then we're gonna go from there. Luckily, you guys get to see what these Rage broadheads can do. Oh yeah, good amount of blood. Still got blood. It also helps that I saw generally where she ran, so I can kind of base my search for her off that. All right, not seeing blood. There's blood, here we go. Specks, here we go, there's some better blood. I see her tracks here too. All right, so I'm starting to see more and more. It's not much. I'm surprised really that the Rage didn't produce a little bit more blood than this. It wasn't the best shot. I did shoot a little higher than what I normally do. It wasn't the best angle of shot I've ever had, and I kind of had to rush a shot because she was looking to get out of there. But I don't know, I'm pretty sure she tore and went around into this timber. That would look, I could kind of see through this tree line, but I'm not sure. This blood's kind of pushing out. Oh, you know what? She's right out here. There she is. Right out here in this field. Yep, there she is. Wow. She went maybe 100 yards. Not even. Whew. What a hunt. What a hunt. The deer, ladies and gentlemen. Wow, look at that. Nice big doe. I mean, you can't beat that. For what I was looking for, a deer to put in the freezer, that's it. Definitely hit the lungs. You can tell because this blood, super aerated, all the air bubbles. That's a double lung shot. Just to give you guys a look at what these Rage broadheads can do. I know this is graphic, but I mean, check that out. I mean, that is a little high for a lung shot. In my opinion, I like them a little lower, more in this vicinity, but overall, good shot. When you have a Rage, you can kind of overcompensate for stuff like that, but man, how awesome is that? How awesome is that? Well, it is like 2 days after I shot this deer. Looking back at the footage, I did shoot an outro while I was like holding the deer and holding her up and showing her off, but I like cut my head off. I set the camera too close. I was kind of rushing the shot because I needed to get field dressed in that deer. It was like 70 degrees out, so I kind of had to get rolling on it. But you know, I just figured I'm just gonna scrap that video, and I will shoot an outro right now. As you saw, really good shot, perfectly double lung shot. I know I kind of complained about it in the video. I thought it was a little high, but perfect shot. There's nothing wrong with that shot at all. Rage broadhead just did it. I mean, it was perfect. Couldn't find the arrow though, which I thought was a little interesting. So, kind of a new thing for me. Usually, I mean, I haven't had a hunt yet where I haven't found an arrow. I don't know where it could be, but I'll get out there and find it eventually. I do thank you guys for watching. That was a lot of fun. First ever hunt filmed for me, deer hunt. Can't wait to get this meat processed. We've already cooked with it a little bit, but super excited for hunting in the future. Got duck season rolling up in like 2 weeks, and we're just gonna be taking off, man. I'll be hunting quite a bit, so stay tuned for that. Thank you again for watching, guys.